it ended in somebody losing their life over dissing a dead person. Now, what's up, y'all? So I just want to address things as they come. What's up, everybody? It's your girl B Octavia, and I am back with another video. Welcome to my channel. If you do not know me, my name is B Octavia. I am 24 years old, and I am from Washington, D.C. I am also a business owner. I am currently getting new things together slowly but surely during this pandemic. As other business owners know, it's pretty hard to get your hands on supplies. You know, the wait time is up in the air, but moving forward, there are new and better things coming. So in today's video, I want to talk about Chicago, right? We're going to go to the Midwest with it. And I want to talk about Chicago and their culture of music. Now, this culture of music that I'm talking about is them dissing the dead, okay? One thing that I'm not going to ignore is that those type of things have happened here in DC as well, and it ended in the same result. You know what I'm saying? It ended in somebody losing their life over dissing a dead person. Now, I want to talk about this because people who are out-of-towners are starting to get hurt, just like somebody who lived in Chicago would get hurt for what they were saying. An example of that is the Philly comedian who was dissing 63rd, which is FBG Duck, Tuka, etc. He ended up getting killed shortly after that. Now, it's certain rules that out-of-towners have to go by, you know, including myself, right? And it's certain rules that we don't have to go by, and I'm going to get into that right now. I feel like this: if you are an out-of-towner just like me, what you don't need to do is involve yourself in they street shit in an unhealthy way. Let me break that down to you. So, what I mean by that is, you saying fuck FBG Duck, F Tuka, this person, whatever, and you didn't know them. That's number one. And number two, they are deceased, right? You can't bring up these people names and not show some type of respect because they are deceased. You're not from there. Why are you saying F63rd and you from Philly? It don't even make sense. And pause, it's a 63rd in Philly. So off the rip, what you gonna do is you gonna have Chicago people coming for you. And I mean coming for you over the internet. They might be, you know, cut like that, and they might come to your front door. But you gonna have niggas from 63rd of Philly right at your front door. And you not in no position as a comedian to actually move out after you say some real reckless shit that you can't take back. Yeah, we all know who you was talking about, but even I'm like, damn, when I seen that people from 63rd of Philly was talking about it and stuff like that, I didn't know it was a 63rd of Philly, but he probably did. So my thing is this: if people is looking for a problem with anybody and you say some reckless shit, and it could be two other people, but they might take it as you talking to them. You gotta be careful of shit like that if you are out of towner. And you gotta know your own city. And this is the bottom line. Philly comedian, you gotta stick to your craft. Your craft is not music. You're not a blogger, and even a blogger shouldn't be saying them type of things. You're a comedian. You're supposed to be making people laugh, not making people angry, not focusing on the hateful, dissing the dead. And let me tell you why dissing the dead is a curse. Period. Dissing the dead is a curse because you cannot bring up people's names that are deceased, no longer here, that are God's children, without them coming to you. It's almost like you're calling on to them to bring you to them, if that makes sense. Don't call on them, and especially be disrespectful. All that spiritual advisor shit, I don't believe in it at all, you know. But spirits and, you know, spiritualness, you know what I'm saying? That aspect of it, a person's soul, people watching you, you know, that are in heaven or in hell, you know. This shit is real. You can't do that. And out-of-towners gotta be careful about what they say about another city, and especially on a platform like this, you know. You just gotta be careful. Especially with the East Coast, things travel fast, you know, and that's just from my perspective of things, you know. And especially disrespect. The negative stuff, of course, is going to get seen. Of course, it's going to get you views on your Instagram story. Of course. But what about your craft? What about your comedy? What about making people laugh? That shit'll make you feel better than saying F somebody you don't even know. You don't know them. Even if I talk about somebody who, you know, who did something very terrible, and they not here no more, regardless, to me, you know, if they here, if they not here, I'm not gonna say F them. I'm not gonna say all these foul things, especially about the dead. You can't do that. You can't do that and live to talk about it. I can't ignore bringing up FBG Duck. One of his last songs that he put out, you know, it was just too many names. And do I feel guilty for knowing the words? No. See, me as an out-of-towner, I feel like this about it. I feel like I can listen to whoever I want to from Chicago. I can listen to Lil Durk, G Herbo, King Von, and then I can switch it to Ruger, FBG Duck, Lil Mo. The list goes on and on to quote-unquote separate them. And the only thing that separates them is the neighborhoods that they tied to. I'm not tied to those neighborhoods, and I'm not tied to Chicago. Yes, I like their music, but I'm not invested in it like that. And I'm not going to sit up and say F this side, or I'm on this side and that side. No, I'm not doing that. Because in my city, that's what I was always expected to do. I'm not going to do that about another city. If you talented, I'm going to listen to it. You know, and yes, it's unfortunate that they going back and forth subliminally, and not even subliminally, you know. It just goes too far, and bullets start flying. It don't get you nowhere. Positive. And if you from Chicago, I can understand it being embedded, you know, to a certain degree, because I like the music. So I feel like I have a certain level of toxicity that I'm willing to deal with as far as their music goes, you know. But, you know, I can't help but cringe I can't lie. I can't help but cringe when I hear, you know, the King Von Bless the Booth, which it's an amazing song. But once he said can't get right, I knew exactly what he was talking about, who he was talking about. And I was just like, you know what I mean? Like, just leave that shit out of it. Just leave it out of it. It's quite easy for me to say that and for me to say that upon to somebody else, but a lot goes into it for people that's from Chicago. It's a lot of different pressures that go into you picking a side and you staying there. You know, you can't listen to the music, you can't say certain things. Like, it's more than, it's too much to me. You know, I want to have freedom. And if y'all don't realize it, it's entrapment. It's a lack of freedom when you don't have the right to listen to somebody who is talented, period. Yeah, y'all from different sides of Chicago, but it's Chicago. It's one city. Like, it's Chicago. That's how I see it. I know that it's deeper for other people, especially for residents, but if you are out of towner, please don't get invested in it like that. Because it's people dying over that shit. It's people dying over people mentioning Tuka in a disrespectful way. It's people dying over people mentioning Scrap, people mentioning this person, people mentioning Newski, like, stop. And we seeing that it's people who not even from Chicago that's getting tied into this shit. Quando Rondo was even saying F 63rd, we not from 63rd. At that moment, it was like, okay, you chose King Von's side before anything. And then he flip-flopped. So it's like, don't do it. You see what type of trouble Quando is in. Like, just don't do it. You know, it's not a good idea. Period. So, I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in to yet another video. It's your girl, B. Octavia, and I will see y'all in my next one. I appreciate y'all dearly. It's a new year. I'm kind of tired. It's almost night time. I'm gone.